So let's talk a little bit about pursuing your passions. As a real estate agent, one of the biggest reasons you got your real estate license was so that you could do big things in life, so you could live the type of lifestyle you want. Let's face it, there's only one reason to get rich because it allows you to do all the things you want to do. It allows you to provide happiness for yourself and others. Money does, in fact, buy happiness, by the way. But there's always a bigger why for us. Many of you know my big why, a lot of the stuff that I've done in helping others and trying to create multi-millionaires in real estate and that type of thing. But the one of two last bucket list items that I have here is catching an 800-pound marlin, as well as winning the little brown jug. So this week is the week of the little brown jug. And every year I take off Thursday because that's jug day. And I go and I watch those horses. And many of you know I'm investing millions and millions of dollars in horses. I'm trying to get that little brown jug winner. I'm eventually going to get there. But that has been a reason that pushes me every single day. Now, it probably means nothing to you, but you're going to have something that will push you in life. When I was much younger, I should say much younger, but I was a little younger, it was helping my family. And I was able to make sure my family's okay, future generations are okay. We have that generational wealth. I've done everything I'm supposed to do there. So I'm very happy with what I've done to help others. This one personal thing that I have for me is eventually win this big race. Never even raced in it before. Think about, many of you know, when I talk about, when I get detailed about it on stage, I cry. Like I heard before, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's literally the only thing that I cannot control my emotions about it. So, and I'll tell you a little bit about that towards the end in case that's to happen here today. That this week is a very important week for me every single year. 19 years ago, I told my grandfather I would eventually win that race. He passed away that year from terminal cancer. And I told him, I'm going to get there. I'm going to do what it takes. I'm going to win that race. So our goal sometime in the future is to win that big race. And obviously it's a big family thing. It's an emotional thing, something that's really important to me. And my encouragement for you is to find out what your big why is that'll make you wake up earlier. It'll make you do more. It'll actually get you focused because you want it so damn bad that all that other noise doesn't bother you. All those other distractions don't bother you out there because there's so many agents that are wasting their life away. For years I said, well, when I get older, I hope I have this. Well, when I get older, I hope I have this. When I get older, I'm planning to do that. Well, hell, I'm older now. You can't wait forever to pursue your passion, to actually go after it every day, to make it happen before it's too late. So that might be traveling, it might be some charitable contribution, whatever that is that's important to you. You have to make time to make it happen now. You have to work on it every single day. And it's so important to make sure you do make yourself proud. And this week, I'm actually racing a horse in a little brown jug. And he doesn't have a shot. He's a long shot. There's a very, very don't bet your money. But I wanted to get that first experience in to just race the horse. And he's racing Thursday. His name's Burnout. And provided everything's good and he's healthy and everything works out well and we don't have any catastrophic incidences or anything like that, he doesn't come up sick, whatever the case is, we're going to give it a go. And I've never been more excited about it. So I'm planning on how I'm going to kind of show everybody the journey and what it's created for my life and the lives of others by knowing that I have to contribute to society. I have to contribute to our community. I have to contribute to the success of others in order to get what I want out of life. And when you figure that out, when you figure out your big why and you figure out, what you're trying to do every day and why you're doing that, it's going to get you focused. If you don't have that big why anymore, or if it's just kind of becoming run-of-the-mill, monotonous business for you, it's because your why sucks. You're just living to live. You're just staying alive. You don't have something that invigorates you. You don't have something that you're pushing towards. And many times it's something that's damn near unachievable, which is certainly the case for me. There's only so many third Thursdays in September in your adult livelihood. So there's one every year. And you only got so many years of earnings age that you can earn the money required in order to make that happen. So we'll see how it goes. I just want to have fun. I want to enjoy where we've gotten here. I'll be talking a lot about it as we get through it, where I can talk about it. But it's been a tough road to hoe. And I'm very excited about it. And it just makes me think, for so many agents, they have something they've always wanted to do and they wait till it's too late. I mean, if you've been to my rooms before, you've seen we've got agents that are in their 30s, and we literally have agents that are in their 90s. And you don't want to wait till it's too late. You don't want to wait too long and then say, oh my gosh, I better get my ass in gear. I better do what I need to do. I'm worried about my retirement. I'm worried I'm not going to live the way I want to live or do the things I want to do. The last thing I'll ever have is regrets when I get to my deathbed. When everybody's asking me what was great, what do you wish you would have done, whatever, I don't wish I would have done anything. I'm freaking doing it to the very best that I can. I'm never going to say what if. What if I would have done this? What if I would have tried harder? What if I was more focused? No, nobody is tougher on me than me. They always say a high D personality is demanding of themselves and others because they're dominant. They're pushing towards whatever that goal is for them in their business and their personal life and whatever. They're really, really pushing towards that. So I want you to really think about what your why is. If your why is not big enough, as they always told us, I used to have a Keller Williams franchise. And when we opened the Keller Williams franchise, they said, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. So I had to pay $45,000 to supplement the horse to the race because he wasn't eligible to it. He raced really good for us last week. And I had to pay $45,000 to supplement him. And I literally, I'll tell you the story some other time, but I had to sit outside that building and compose myself because I was crying that I finally got there. Like I had to wait on my shirt to dry for me to go inside to pay this check. Because it's been something that's really important to me. Again, it's going to be something different for everybody, right? It doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. If it's important to you, you should pursue it. You should go after it. And I think people that really care about you, they're going to support you. They're going to surround you. They're going to try and get you to whatever that goal is for you. Again, like for me to catch a huge a blue marlin, most people wouldn't care about that at all. But if it's something that's really, really important to you, the people around you will support you in whatever makes you feel accomplished. So start thinking about your big why. Maybe you need a new one. It's generally going to be about someone else. I don't think I would even care so much about this race if it wasn't for my grandpa. So maybe it's something for your kids or your grandkids or somebody that's close to you, a friend or somebody in need. That's usually a bigger why than something for yourself. Because let me tell you, catching that marlin, that's like way down the list of priorities. It's my only other bucket item list, but it's like, I don't even care compared to the most important achievement I ever want to have in my life. I've done nearly everything. Family's good. Family will be good. The family that's not born yet will be good when I pass away. But, as far as a lifetime achievement, that's something that's important to me. So think about what that is for you. Maybe you need something bigger to push you a little further as well. Sometimes we don't find our calling until our 40s, 50s, or 60s. They always use the example of Colonel Sanders. I don't know what he was, 72 or something, like when he started all that. You don't find your calling till late. Maybe now is time to find what that big why is for you that's going to push you forward. You're in a great business. You're in a phenomenal industry. You can make more money here than anything else, including selling drugs or being a brain surgeon. You can make more money as a top producing realtor. No question about it. And live your own life. Take time off when you want. Have that freedom that you always wanted. So I don't know if you can tell, my voice is nearly gone too from the last 3 days of dealing with the emotion of finally getting where I want to be here. So start thinking about your big why, and then you'll create a map. I promise you'll find a way to get there. If you want it bad enough, you're going to get there. There's no question about it. For so many agents, that's something different. All of our live events and our training calls that we do, our inner circle calls, I get really close with a lot of our members, and I find out, like, a lot of times it's paying off debts or taking care of their family that's sick or whatever it is, and that pushes them to get where they need to be. You'll see some of those recordings if you look at the video description underneath here. I think you have to click more if you're on your cell phone. You'll click more down at the bottom, but you'll hear a lot of stories from agents about what pushed them over the edge. That's why a lot of the success stories you've heard about, they came from poverty, they came from struggle, they came from a broken family, a war-torn country. They showed up here, couldn't speak English with $5 in their pocket. That's why, because they had a big why for themselves and they know what the struggle really is. They don't have a just live through life every day. That wasn't the deal for them. They were in survival mode. So they want to help themselves and others. So hopefully that's the case for you. You have something that's big for you as well. I won't be doing a morning meeting on Thursday or Friday. And the way I look at it is the people who mind don't matter. And the people who matter don't mind. They're happy about it. So there won't be a morning meeting this Thursday or Friday, as I'll be hopefully enjoying a phenomenal day. Win, lose, or draw, likely lose. But man, just getting there is quite the experience. So I will be doing a morning meeting tomorrow, provided I'm still together, my eyes aren't swollen, and my throat is working and all of that stuff. I'll do a morning meeting tomorrow, but I want to encourage you to go out there, pursue your passions, find out what your big why is so we can get a game plan around it and we can get you making some money. I'm Greg Luther. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.